Perfect. Okay. So, like I said, let's. Okay. And bonus is going to be tracked towards the end. Give me 1 second. Yes. So you're here on time, ahead of time. That means you're super serious and passionate. So there's going to be live training and there's going to be a Q&A after the training as well. Who is this training for? This is anybody for who wants to grow your tech career, even if you have absolutely no coding background, irrespective of age, gender, previous background, and participate fully. So participate fully, lock yourself in a room, and there's going to be a lot of hands-on. So make sure you are on your laptop or desktop. Type L in the chat box if you're ready for day 2. Yes, type L if you're ready for day 2. Perfect. So now, who is this training for? So all the bonuses are going to be there, uh, and all the bonuses are going to be there in our learning app, which you've probably seen already. Now, and they're going to be password protected. Okay. So for how many of you this is the first day? Type F in the chat box if this is your first day. Yes. How many of you did not attend yesterday? And this is the first day. So who were absent for day 1, but this is your first day. Type F in the chat box. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And so for quick background about me, my name is Jayant Seti. I'm born in a middle-class Telugu family, and I've had the privilege of going to IIT-Madras. I did my BTech and MTech there, and my master's at Columbia University. Most Telugu people have that trajectory between engineering and medicine. And after that, I worked at American Express for a good amount of time before I sort of returned to India, because my mission was to help people um, learn AI. So, and then I did my upskill myself in AI. Back then it was, data science, machine learning, and AI. And after that, my mission is to help 1 million people, specifically globally and rural people in AI. So type IIT in the chat box if you're ready to learn from this. Yes. Perfect. Type IIT in the chat box if you're okay and ready to learn. And how many of you have attended yesterday? Type 2 in the chat box. Yes, perfect. Awesome. That too, and excellent. Okay, so this is a recent IIT event in the community, and this is for people. There are about 5,000 plus members in the community right now, uh, both tech and non-tech backgrounds, BCA, MCA, Fortune 500, AI architects, SAP consultants, so on. So on. A community of change makers, and the reviews are about 4.6 plus on Trustpilot, and we have companies from Siemens, KPMG, MX, Google, Meta, Apple, Amazon, Citrix, BNP Paribas, Dell. All the companies are there representing us as well. So in terms of our values are service, sincerity, and passion, right? And how many of you want a quick revision about yesterday? Type R in the chat box. Perfect. So yesterday we learned the first concept that the fastest way to learn anything is actually by playing games. So how many of you remember as a child when you were playing games, uh, you had basically loved to go play games and sports, maybe over even academics. Type G in the chat box if you're in. Yes. Perfect. And we also know my own story and background and why most people fail in AI. Because first, number one is they don't have focus. Focus is the most important. Second is systems, and third is greatness. My mentor told me that, Jay, your most important principle is focus. You don't lack any information. In fact, there's too much information. How do you cut that down and be more focused? Number two is systems. Systems work, people fail. If my mentor had told me to stand on one leg for 90 days, I would do it. I would absolutely surrender to my coach and mentor. Give me a moment.
But I never got a thing, so I don't even know.
Give me 1 second, guys. I should drop it. Yes, thank you for that. I moved into a shorter room. I hope you can hear me. Type H in the chat box if it is loud and clear. Yeah, so most people fail in AI because they don't have the right principles. We were covering the second principle, which is my mentor had told me that if there are 6 steps to make a pizza, and if you jumble up the steps, you're not going to get a pizza. And last is don't be cheap on your way to greatness. Think freemium, think premium. So premium is always better than premium. So me, when I had been at IIT-Madras, I also was using crack software, etc., but nothing happened. But when I shifted to paying systems and everything on time, then things really changed. We also looked at 3 frameworks, which we'll revisit again: Bun, Jam, and T. Yeah, how do you build agents super duper fast? And why the job loss scare is true. Why job loss scare is really, really true right now, and why you need to take action right now. Okay. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at the leaderboard scores right now. I want to congratulate all the toppers of the leaderboard. So type T if you know your rank on the app. Type T if you know the rank on that. I want to congratulate the toppers. Venkat T has done 80 exercises. Love Bansal has done 70 exercises and he's on rank 2 since yesterday. Supraja has done 680 exercises. So type T if you are going to defeat them and go on top of them. Yes? Perfect. Good. Congratulations to each and every topper. Okay. So make sure you top the exercises. The app is there, and it's a world-class agentic app built for AI first, right? And now let's go back. And so step 1, set your goal card. Step 2, finish the vision board. Step 3, do the career reality check and the roadmap, and do the bootcamp challenge. Got it? Yes. And day 1, simple exercises are there. So AI agent automation. This is how the look and the feel is. Let's now do a few more exercises. Day 2, you have more exercise. An AI agent can make dash and take dash to achieve its goals, right? And you have the day and night mode as well. Okay. How many people are using the agentic app? We've covered this yesterday. I want to cover this once more. How many people are using the AI agentic app right now? Take a guess. So the number of people using the AI agentic app is 4659. I can't call out everybody's names, but select few people. Arvind, Gurraj, Harshni, Jitendra, Jyoti, Bharti, Krishna, Elangan, Lokanath, Meenu, Mohammed, Munir, Purnima, Raj, Shivari, Sudhir, Suresh, Tangam, Venkat, Vivek. Type in the chat box what is the... Yes. Now let's continue learning AI agents. Now, are you ready to top the leaderboard? Yes. I'm going to show you the QR code for those of you. So all the app is only going to be accessible by invite only. Nobody else has access to this. So type I in the chat box if you want that invite right now. Yes. So many of you did not attend. So here is the invite for, so in 3 seconds, I'm going to be giving you the invite to the app. It's world class. There's 5,000 plus people using, and I know that you guys are going to talk. So type 3 in the chat box if you want this. Type 2 if you want to know, if you want to have the access to the app. I'm going to show the QR code only once. And finally, type 1 if you want to, yes, here is the app. I'm not going to be pasting the link. So take a look, go ahead with the app's link and race to the top of the leaderboard. You have 5 minutes right now and finish the 3 steps. Those of you have finished, you can go ahead with the next steps of the chapter. We're going to be starting a few more exercises. So you have 5 minutes. I've kept a 5-minute time. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Here, go ahead and scan the QR code and go to the next level. It's written there. It is scan the QR code, look at the, read the instructions and start topping the leaderboard. Yes, type done once you're finished doing these steps. Type done once you're done with the task and type your leaderboard rank. You have 3 minutes. Hurry, guys. How many of you have already completed this? Type done in the chat box. Can't call out everybody's names, but select few people. Arvind, Gururaj, Harshni, Jyoti, Bharti, Krishna, Kumarvel, Loknath, Meenu, Mohammed, Munir, Purnima, Raj, Sharwari, Sudhir, Supraja, Suresh, Tangam, Vivek. Yes, Amit, you have joined. So
scan the QR code, get into the app, and type done once you're done with the task, which is all right. So let's get started and let's rock and roll in terms of the lessons. Okay, let's continue learning agents. So yesterday we looked at the bun method. So suppose if there's a 3-step process, and even if you're brand new, you can actually get to this and we can do it. Suppose if the email comes in and then you read the job description and then you apply to the job. This is a 3-step process to applying to jobs, right? Now, we looked at yesterday a simple foundation. How many nodes are there in this small agent? How many nodes are there in the small agent? Perfect, good. So there are 3 nodes in this small agent, right? Yeah. So, and then yesterday we looked at the fact that it's trigger, action, and output. Trigger, action, and output. That's pretty much it. Now, what might be better for a doctor consultation? Option A, a family doctor, or option B, a new doctor. Type A or B in the chat box. Why is a family doctor better? Why is a family doctor better? Knows family history and knows history. Yes, because she has a better context or memory. Okay. So type A if you are in agreement with me on this. Type A if you're in agreement with me on this. Okay. And one more last thing. I had shared my background. For some of you who are late, let's take about 30 seconds. I know many of you are on the app and have uploaded your resume and all. But I have shared my background. My name is Jayant Rasam Sethi, born in a middle class Telugu family. And I was blessed to have the best mentors at IIT-Madras, where I did my mechanical engineering, right? And I worked at American Express and KPMG before. And my mission, and I stand today on the shoulders of all those giants. And my mission is to help 1 million people upskill, specifically in rural India, about AI. Now, let's take a, and my, and in this format, what you can do also, I'm also going to do one small thing, which is just write. So let's assume my previous salary was 1 lakh before upskilling, before IIT upskilling, and after, so I can say 1 lakh a month. And after upskilling, my salary was, let's say, 2 lakhs a month. So type in the chat box my the desired, what you need also, desired. So just write like this. So what is your current income, and type in the chat box what is your final income that you desire. Okay. So I know a little bit of sense in the room because there are 700 people right now, and I can't call out everybody's names. Yeah. Type your real. Don't type a sample one. Type your real. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much. Sudhir is saying Hyderabad, 16 years of experience, telecom domain, working in Oracle, 2 lakh month, 3 lakh a month. Mohammed Hussain is saying 1 lakh to 2 lakh. Where are you working? Type that also in the chat box. Supraja is saying 1 lakh a month to 2 lakh a month. If you're a student or you don't have a job, just write 0 and you can write your target also. Yeah. Yeah, let's take 30, 50 seconds. I want everybody to type in the chat box. I don't want anybody to miss this out. Write the numbers. Properly type and write the numbers. If I have written and typed, then you can also do it, right? So I'll write about me. My name is Jen, American Express. Okay. Current is 1 lakh a month. Desired is 2 lakh a month. Yeah. So I've written for everybody. I know many of you are writing it privately to me. That's okay. That's good because there are so many people and I respect your privacy, right? So just write that so that I get a sense of what is your background. Somebody saying 8 years of experience in banking finance, work with TCS. Perfect. So type in the chat box, what is the... Okay. Don't write just my numbers, write your numbers, the actual numbers that you're trying. Yes. Is that okay? Okay, cool. So now that we have finished that, let's go to the next section. Okay. So we did trigger. Now, in terms of doctor, you know which doctor might be a better consultation, family doctor or a new doctor, right? Because she has a better memory or context. Now let me ask you another test, small test. Type T if you want to know the next test. Okay. Now, in fact, she knows you for a longer time might be even better, right? So suppose, which might be better for a consulting a family doctor? Option a family doctor who knows you for 10 years or a family doctor who knows you for 5 years. Which is better? A or B? Yes, A is much better. So this is the concept of memory. So memory is going to be there in terms of this. Perfect? Right? So somebody who has a little more memory will know about you much better. Perfect. So the context window link is what determines the agent's memory. So you have 5 and 10, and that's what is going to determine the agent's memory. Okay. Now, remember the bun framework. We looked at this yesterday. How do you eat? Type in the chat box, how do you eat? Do you eat with your mouth or option B? Do you eat with your nose? A or B in the... You always eat with the mouth. Good. So same thing. The mouth takes the food as the input. Yesterday we looked at similarly N8N or all these platforms, they take JSON as their input. How many of you remember JSON? Type J in the chat box. Yesterday we looked at this briefly. Okay. So now in less than 5 minutes, I want to show you the one secret how non-technical people in our community are beating the tech people using just a 5-minute secret framework. And I'm going to show this live to you. Type L if you want me to show this live to you. Okay. So, and how many of you have heard about N8N? If you have heard about N8N, one of the agents, there are many agents out there in the market. Type Y if you've heard of N8N. If you have never heard of N8N and not done any automation, type N. N is for no, I have not heard. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to show you one simple automation, which is very basic, right? So I'm going to use a 5-minute trick that a lot of the people in our community are using it to defeat even, not defeat. I keep using the word defeat, but it's actually basically doing better. Are doing to better than the technical people. So let me show that to you. So step one, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. So how many of you want to know? I want as many people to say one in the chat box to know this, and you can time me on the chat box. So on the chat box, are you guys ready to time? Because this method is really, really good and really easy, simple, no-brainer. So I want as many people to say one, because I'm going to show you a simple 5-minute trick that non-technical people are using, and it will be super easy. And I guarantee you, it will be super easy, and nobody is doing it out there. It's so simple that many people don't even. Okay, so studies have shown your typing speed is 40 words per minute, but your speaking speed is 100 words per minute. Okay, so we are going to use AI to learn AI very, very fast. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to build a, how many of you are struggling with jobs right now and not getting the package that you desire? Type one in the chat box if you want to know that secret. Yes, type one in the chat box. Perfect. So I'm going to build a job posting agent in less than 5 minutes for you, and you can use it. So here is the 1-minute trick. Hi, so can you please build a job posting agent in NA10? The 3 steps are, step 1, there's 2. I want it to look at 3 to 4 websites that I give you, like maybe Naukri or AngelList, 3 to 4 websites, and look at the latest job descriptions based on my resume. And step 3, I want you to automatically apply them based on my resume and cover letter. Give me all of this in a nice workflow in a JSON format so that I can copy paste into NA10. Thank you. Okay, how long did this take me? Type in the chat box approximately how long this took me. Okay, let's take a JSON. Give me a JSON, please, for any one site as a sample. Okay, so how long this took me? Type in the chat box. It took me a little bit of time, so I'm going to copy paste this. Okay, and now I'm going to go to my NA10. And is there any workflow? So I'm going to take a brand new workflow, create a workflow. Now, how many nodes are there? There's nothing, no workflow, nothing is set up. How many can you see? Is there anything set up right now? Type in the chat box. How many nodes can you see here? There's absolutely nothing. So now I'm going to import this file. Just copy paste it. I'm going to import that file right here. Okay. So now I'm going to import that file here. And voila. How many of you ready to experience the magic? Type M in the chat box if you're serious about the magic. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, come here, see the magic. Only the magic. Nothing else I want you to see. Are you ready? Are you genuinely wanting to see the piece automated? Type M in the chat box. As many M's I get, only then I'll show you this. So here is the magic. Okay. So how many nodes did I build right now in front of you? How many nodes can you see? I built off all the 5 nodes. So daily it's going to get triggered at whatever time you set it. It's going to fetch the jobs from different sample websites. Right now I've given only sample website, example.com. You can put AngelList, Naukri, or whatever is allowed. Then I'm going to use ChatGPT to match this. If it's a good match, and then I'm going to send the email. That's it. How much time did it take me? Genuinely, you can tell in the chat box. Less than 1 minute. Overall, how much time did it genuinely take me? Type in the chat box, guys. Overall, how much time do you think it took me? From setting up the command, I used AI, which is ChatGPT, to get my prompt, the JSON, and I fed it into this one. Less than overall 5 minutes. Don't you think if you set it up for you, if I've done this in 5 minutes, are you not confident of doing this yourself and building automated workflows for whatever you want? It could be job posting, it could be even paying your electricity bill, it could be for your coaching, building your side income. Now, how many of you are seeing how easy and simple it is? Can you speak? Type E in the chat box if you are convinced that this is easy and simple. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be more time to set it up and all of that. And the best part is you can also share and collaborate. So right now, I'm on a free plan, but inside our community, we share and collaborate all our workflows, because something you build, if I have built for Naukri.com, you can build it for LinkedIn, you can build it for AngelList, you can build it for so many other things. How many of you would like to share? And that's the power of the community inside. Okay. So simple, easy peasy, type E in the chat box. Okay, so JSON, you don't need to know the explanation, because that's just what, like I said, I went back here. How do you eat? You eat with your mouth. Same thing. This particular agent takes a JSON. It's a JavaScript object notation, nothing more than that. You don't need to know. When you drive a car, you only need to know it's petrol or diesel. Do you need to know the composition of the petrol? Like it's benzene, hexachloride, whatever it is? Not really, right? Just know how to set it up, know how to set up your workflows, and drag and drop. Can you do that for me later? Type E in the chat box if you're genuinely mind blown by this. That's why people in our community are doing very, very well, because they have simple, easy techniques to know how to build agents and all of the multi-agents, 5-step, 6-step, 7-step. Okay, cool. Now, so step 1, go to ChatGPT, write the entire prompt. Step 2, import from file. And step 3, you can build whatever workflows you want. Okay. Now, why are many people stuck? There are too many courses, no clear roadmap, and they're always scared and fear of coding. How many of you have seen you can speak and prompt properly, step by step, and you can actually get to the next level? Type IIT in the chat box if you're ready to do that and get certified and crush the market. Not just struggle, but crush the market. And I've shown you 5-minute tricks. I don't believe in 1 hour, 3 hour, 5 hour things. Okay. And many people have poor bosses who themselves are not upskilling. How many of you understand that learning and continuous learning is the most important? And many of the managers, unfortunately, don't have the time. They might have the intent, but they don't have the time right now. So type 5 in the chat box if you are in agreement with me on all this. And many people are stuck in the comfort zone. I know many of you are geniuses, but you're stuck in the comfort zone of not upskilling, not doing what it takes to actually go to the next level. Now, I've shown you, okay, so now let's do another mind-blowing technique. Okay, so I love this. One of my best testimonials of a person. Type T in the chat box if you want to see this, right? Type T in the chat box. I love this student particularly. Yeah, so Supraja is asking, so it's very simple. So when you drag and drop it, the annotator in that agent itself will take the objects as the nodes. You got that? Supraja. They're translated automatically as nodes. You don't have to do anything. No, so when you import from file in this step, they're automatically translated as the nodes. I'll go back to this step. Don't do this with me. I said when you import from file here, because the prompt I have given you here is giving it to you as nodes, and ChatGPT builds the nodes for you, and it is going to take the nodes. That's all. You don't have to correlate. If you are manually building the nodes, it's going to take time and effort. It's not worth it. You have to use AI, which is ChatGPT or Claude, to build out the nodes for you, and that file or those structure you import in the second AI or the second agent. Clear? Type E in the chat box if you're clear about this. The struggle is many people try to go there and build it on their own. Yes. Okay. So don't do anything from ground up. It's be very, very difficult. In fact, there is a small option, like I said, to share. You can even share many of the workflows. That's why productivity is increasing inside teams, inside small communities. Okay, good. So now, 1 second. Yeah, so this is one of a very good testimonial that I like personally. Type T in the chat box if you want to hear this. So, Ritesh, I graduated from MS Rame in computer science and strong interest in AI, but I needed exactly the right environment to apply it. Pixletests gave me exactly that. Live lectures, structured coaching, and the community support pushed me further than I expected. Jay's teaching style is truly a class in his own. I'm now working with real world applications. This was Ritesh. I'll give you a little bit about Ritesh as well.
Sethi here. Hey guys, Jan Raham Sethi here from pixletests, and we have our very own Ritesh, who's extremely persistent, and some shift has happened. Good news. Ritesh, let's go.
Hello, sir, and everyone again. So I'm just happy to say that I've been elected in IBM. Actually, it's my dream company as a role as a HR data analyst role. Spoke to you 2 weeks ago, sir, and at that time the HR person.
Yeah, so that was a nice share from Ritesh at that time. Okay, cool. So now let's go to the next steps. Perfect. So you'll have a lot of doubts, fears, and distractions. I know this. The reason why Ritesh is extremely special is because Ritesh actually came from a background where he also is he actually is stammers, and now he's also building his coaching income on side, building agents, etc., and helping out people. Right? How many of you would like to be like Ritesh? Type R in the chat box. Yeah, very dedicated, surrenders to the system. Okay, next. So, and he finished the IIT certification also. Focus, invest in your step one. Focus, invest systems, invest in your greatness. Okay, this is Medhansh. He was 12 years old when he joined Pixeltest. The way AI was taught gave me a foundation I couldn't find anywhere else. Live sessions, app, and the community pushed me to build real projects. And he also got the Pradhan Mantri Award. He joined when he was 12, right? Perfect. Now, how many of you want to see another simple 5-minute trick? Type 5 in the chat box if you want to know a simple 5-minute trick, guys. Okay. So yesterday we looked at this. Let's revise this concept once again. Now, tell me once again, what was your rating on Python? On a scale of 10, tell me your rating on Python. 10 being the highest, let's assume. 3, 8, 7, 10. Okay. 2.5. Okay. 2. Okay, no problem. So yesterday we looked at one. So yesterday we looked at one framework, and now I'm going to make you do it. How many of you want to do it live? Type L in the chat box. Yes. Okay. So I believe I continue to believe prompting is the most important, but logical thinking is even more important. So type L if you're convinced that logical thinking is very, very important. Yes. Okay. And the fastest and easiest way to learn is in Python. Right now, prompting is happening, I know, but the language that computers think in, you've already given me. So what is this? Type in the chat box what this is. What is this, guys? It is a pie. Yes. Type in the chat box, guys. Apple pie. Brilliant. Purnima is saying apple pie. Yes, I love it. Supraja said pie. Arvind doesn't eat pie. Venkata doesn't eat pie. Apple pie. Oh my God, he knows. Are you guys okay if I keep it fun and fast? Type FF in the chat box. Arvind, Vivek is not okay. So we looked at this pie method a little bit already yesterday. So this is an apple pie or a pie. It's called program, inspect, and edit. So you program and then you go back and then iterate that program. That's all. So this is a simple trick how in our paid community members are actually doing the programs much more faster. So I'm going to do a simple program here. Right? So I go to skill development and in AI lab, I have Python Studio. So I'm going to write a simple program here. Okay. So let's say I want to type a program. I don't know how to find the area of a rectangle. Let's say I don't know how to write. Okay. Print length. I don't know anything about how to find the area of a rectangle. Print breadth. And area is equal to print length into breadth. So I only know the formula, okay, but I don't know how to run it. So now, what is this going to give me? Type in the chat box, what is this going to give me? Somebody saying Turkish dish. Vivek is saying, it's going to give me an error. Type E in the chat box if you're convinced this is going to give me an error. In fact, it gave me an error. Yes, everybody type E in the chat box. Perfect. So now I'm going to go to AI help. Type A if you want me to again look at AI help right now. Yes, so I'm going to look at the AI help right now. So I'm going to go to AI help and here I'm going to give it a voice prompt. Are you okay if I speak to my own AI and tell it to get the rectangle output? Type V in the chat box if you want me to give it a voice prompt. V for voice. Come on, guys. So I'm going to now give it a voice prompt. All right. So can you please make this as the area of a rectangle so that I can actually make a formula, and if I input a length, let's assume 3, and if I input a breadth, let's assume 5, then I'll get the complete code. Thank you. And I do a fix. Let's see what happens. So now it's going to, it gave me the code and it has already, so I'm going to paste this code here. And now I'm going to run the code. Type R in the chat box if you want me to run this code. Okay. So it's running the code. Let's see the output. Let's go back to output. So in fact, it gave me the output as 50. Okay. So how many of you are genuinely able to voice prompt most of the steps? Type V in the chat box right now. Okay. Can you speak properly to an AI to get as much information as possible and understand the concepts? Okay. That is a simple thing because voice is 4 times more faster than your typing speed. Okay. And that's how you can actually do a multi-step, programming very, very easy, and why non-technical people can also now defeat technical people. So whatever your rating was, let's assume your rating was 5, put 5 comma whatever is your new confidence and rating on Python right now. So type in the chat box what is your revised. Yeah, it's going to be using credits. Right now I've shown you a demo. 5,9. Somebody saying 5,9. Somebody saying 3,4. Somebody saying okay. Yes. Okay, have I not fulfilled my promise that you can actually do it yourself? And okay, so now what I'll request you is, can you guys perfect. Okay, good. I want you to go to the apps section. Okay, wait 1 second. Let's do this with you. I'll do this. Somebody saying 2,10. Perfect. Thank you so much. So what I'm going to do right now is what I'm showing. So this is how non-technical people are actually doing this much faster. So you don't have to write code anymore. You can voice prompt and be much more faster and efficient. So it's like literally speaking to a friend. Okay, good. Next, let's go to the next section. So using the Pi framework now, you can build agents much more faster. And that's how community members are actually able to make solid prompts and get the programs out. Okay, so it increases by the speed of at least 3.8. So type 4 in the chat box if you want to be 4 times more productive in across all your software and programs, or as the case may be, even if you're absolutely non-technical, even if you're scared of computer. Okay, program, inspect, and this one. Okay. So let's do a few tests right now. What is programming? Option A, write instructions to the computer to make it perform a certain task. B, write instructions to your spouse to make them perform a certain task. A or B? Type in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Good. In programming, Python is option A, programming language. Option B, snake that might bite me. A or B? Yes, A is the right answer. AI can be used for programming. Option A, learn only. Option B, companion only. Option C, learn and companion. Which one is the right answer? Vivek is saying B, I wish. Okay. Which one is the right answer here? Yes, C, both learning and companion. Perfect. First thing to work on is option A, mindset. Option B, AI agents. Which one is the right answer? A or B? Yes. Always work on your mindset. It's the much more important thing than simply swimming in YouTube, buying courses and all of that. The way to become a great AI champion is option A, do free videos. Option B, invest in very good certifications now and get a good mentor now. Perfect. B is the right answer. Okay. N8N is an example of an AI agent workflow creator. Option A, true. Option B, false. Which one is the right answer? Yes, A is the right answer. Perfect. Very good. In Python, Pi, or in any programming, voice prompting, Pi framework helps you learn super fast. A or B? True or false? Which one is the right answer? A is the right answer. Very good. Okay. So now let's go back to the next section. Okay. Now, do you agree that the biggest challenge with job search is not getting shortlisted? Type 1 in the chat box if you're absolutely clear. Yeah. So yes, type I, yeah. And do you now want to know the one secret why our paid community is easily getting shortlisted by at least 1.6 to 2.3 times more than the rest of the technical community as well for the same roles? Type 2 in the chat box if you want to know that small secret. Yes, everybody type 2 in the chat box. Perfect. So by 2x, okay, the number one thing is secret is that 75% of your resumes get rejected by the applicant tracking system, skills or no skills, by an automated system. Okay, if your score is not above 90, if you don't have 2 to 3 resumes with more than 90, you are in the red zone, my friend. How many of you want to check this live? Type L in the chat box if you want to check this live. I want everybody to check this live. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you access to a free tool called this. Take a look at this in the screen. Okay. And let's live check what your resume score is. Go here and check your resume score and report your score now. You have about 5 minutes activity to do that. Okay. And tell me your score. And if it is above 95, put green. If it is 60 to 94, put just say orange. type your score and tell me your number. And 59 is less than red. Okay. So let's take 3 minutes. Okay. I'll just step to the restroom and come back. Type right now in the chat box. Do this exercise. Okay, so figure out and do it, Jyoti. That's why I asked you to come on your laptop. You have 5 minutes. Everybody else is going to be doing. How many of you finished it? Type in the chat box what your score is, guys. Okay, Mohammed is saying 70. Supraja is saying orange. Mohammed Hussain is orange. I want everybody to finish it. Can't read out everybody's name, but select few people. Amita, Arvind, Harshini, Jyoti, Fatima, Krishna, Kumaravel, Lokanath, Mohammed, Munir, Purnima, Sudhir, Suresh, Venkat Hanuman, Vivek. Okay, so type the color in the chat box, no? Green is above 95. Yes, perfect. Amita is saying orange. You isn't there on your mobile or somewhere that you can actually do it? Okay. What is your background? Where are you working? Type in the chat box. All right, cool. So this is actually okay. So now in our community, we have actually a small agent that actually is increasing your resume, right? Which is for, so if you're in red, you have to be actually very, very worried. And or if you're in orange, right? Keep original and genuine keywords, highlight accomplishments, and get rid of spelling mistakes. So there is a resume agent that is there inside, which you can use to get this, right? And that's how members in our community are all actually beating or defeating even the technical members and skyrocketing. Okay, so the strategy is simple, right? Use the AI agents to redo your resume and start getting shortlisted by the AI, right? By the ATS. Okay, cool. So now let's go to the next steps. I love this agent the most. I actually really love it the most in terms of now, and this is something because people are listing this on their job applications or their portals, etc., right? They're getting mind-blowing results. So type A in the chat box if you want to know this agent. And with in fact, in our IITM larger course, we are actually doing this as a very deep specialization as well, because I believe this is going to game change the world. So type A in the chat box if you want to learn this, see this, and maybe you can even and you can see me do this live. So type A in the chat box. I want everybody to type A. Perfect. Yes. Awesome. Now, here is the. So let's say you came to. How many of you like telecalls? Type why yes or no in the chat box if you like telecalls. You don't like telecalls. I understand it. I know you guys absolutely love telecalls. I'm joking. Are you okay if I keep it fun and fast? Type FF in the chat box. Yes. Okay. So many of you don't like telecalls, and that's actually nobody likes telecalls. Okay. How many of you agree though telecalls are necessary? Type Y or no in the chat box. Type Y if you, yeah, sometimes, when a credit card transaction has happened, you want to know if it is like, or a bank transaction has happened, you want to know. So my bank transaction, American Express, every time it happens, you get a call or something, right? Even with SBI, you're getting it. How many of you agree telecalls are rules-based, IVRS calls? So, type 1 if you want to enter your OTP, type 2 if you want to enter your date of birth. All of these will be there. IVRS options are rules-based, right? They're not intelligent. But traditional IVRS is rules-based. But when you speak to a friend, you speak to a friend for hours together. So the problem is not the calling. What is the real problem? The problem is the intelligence. So type I if you agree with me that intelligence is the real problem here. Yes? Intelligence is the real problem. Correct? Because the other person on the other side is not intelligent. Now, if there's a way you can make the conversation intelligent, then theoretically you can keep talking to that other person for long and you can get the outcomes, right? How many of you want to see a live demo of this? Type L in the chat box. Type L if you want to see this live. And this is the one project actually people in our larger paid community are actually doing this, and they're getting the IITM certifications and actually getting a really good job and building their own digital communities and the side income super fast. Okay, so I'm going to show you this live, and okay. So let's say I'm trying to drive calls to this bootcamp, right? Via AI. And this is the prompt I'm giving it. I'm simply going to say, you're a simple bootcamp calling assistant for a coaching bootcamp. Deliver a brief reminder that the session is starting at 7:15 p.m. Keep it under 20 seconds. If the person asks questions, answer briefly and direct them to check their email. Okay, let's just say email. Email is better. If they say they can't attend, acknowledge and suggest informing the coach. Do not ask for sensitive information. Do not be salesy. Be strict and tell them there are no recordings. If a person asks about the course fees for the IIT and Pravartak, tell them it's 2 lakhs, but there's a wait list and they can enroll with EMI options starting at 5. Okay, so let's keep it very, very simple. Let's get rid of this. Okay, how many of you want to do a live demo of this? Type L in the chat box if you want me to publish this and do a live demo. I'm going to hit publish if you tell me to hit publish by typing P or L in the chat box. Okay, so I'm going to publish this. Now let's talk to this.
Hi, quick reminder. Your coaching bootcamp session starts in 10 minutes at 7:15 p.m. See you soon.
Got it. Okay. I might not be able to attend. Are there going to be recordings?
Just to clarify, there are no recordings available for this session. It's important to attend live if possible.
Got it. I don't know where the link is. Can you resend it to me?
I can't send links, but please check your email inbox for the session details and Zoom link. Slots are filling up fast, so make sure to join on time.
Got it. And who is going to be the faculty of this and what is the course cost?
For details like the faculty and course cost, please refer to the email we sent you. It has all the information you need.
Okay, thank you. And I also want to know, what is the syllabus covered?
The syllabus details are in your email as well. Please check there to see the complete overview.
Got it. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome. Have a great session. Goodbye.
Okay, how many of you really like that simple voice-based agent that I had just built live and I published it using the system prompt? Type M in the chat box if you are genuinely mind blown by this. Okay, now I'm going to make this better. How many of you want me to, all of us to make this much better? Type B in the chat box if you want to make this better and we'll do this. Okay, so the prompt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to make this a little more better by simply saying, okay, can you please also the course fees investment to the course is, let's say, 2 lakhs. And certificate, the faculty is okay, that's me. Okay. Okay. How many of you are okay if I add these 4 points? I added 2 more points actually. And type 4 if you want me to publish this. I just changed 2 more prompts I give so that the AI becomes more intelligent. Are you okay? Type 4 if yes. Okay. So I'm going to publish this and maybe let's see. I don't want to change the voice for right now. Let's keep her. Let me just change the voice. Do you guys want me to change the voice type? Okay, let's do Indian American, Sagar. Let's do Sagar, Indian American. Okay, just for a demo. Okay, I'm going to publish this now, and I published it. And let's stop.
Hi, quick reminder, your coaching bootcamp session starts in 10 minutes at 7:15 p.m. See you soon.
Got it. Thank you. Are you able to send me the recordings?
Sorry, there are no recordings available for this program. Please make sure to join live as Zoom slots are filling up quickly.
Got it.
For more details, great. Remember, the program is a 90-day course led by Jayant R, and completing it earns you an IITM Pravatak certificate. See you at 7:15 p.m.
Got it. And what is the cost investment to this program?
The investment for the program is INR 2 lakh. For full details, please check your email. Looking forward to your participation at 7:15 p.m.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome. Just a reminder, the session starts in 5 minutes at 7:15 p.m. See you there.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Okay. So how many of you are able to see that you can actually make it a little more better in just 5 minutes? You can make the agent do much better work, and you can see the potential of this. Type P in the chat box. Yes, type P in the chat box if you're able to see genuinely the potential of making the voice agent much better and tuned to maybe your company, your office, etc. And that's why a lot of people are actually doing extremely well in the voice agent space. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's get back here. Okay, so Vapi is able to build you all the voice agents and get you faster. And it's even helping a lot of our coaching students do this. So you can build your voice agents really, really fast. Awesome. Good. So now, okay, so we looked at the fact that all things remaining same, software is getting automated, content is getting automated. So live is going to be the most valuable. Type L in the chat box if you're going to get, if you believe, if you're in agreement with me on this. Software is going to get automated and the cost is going to come down. Content will get automated. So most of the jobs will actually become far and far lesser. People will work only if they want to work, right? So I believe that. So how do you actually continue to protect your income, which is what I said. So you can get the T framework is going to help you get students from one source, which is Facebook. Like always do simple small batches, which is 15 batches, 15 times 4,999 or etc. Gives you 50,000 a month. How many of you would like to have passive income of 50,000 a month at least on a complete autopilot? Because you might lose your job at any time, right? Type 50 in the chat box. And I want you to do a small exercise, which is yeah, these are outbound calls. Okay, so here we go. So if you have any passive income less than, if you're getting more than less than 50,000, type R in the chat box. If you have zero to no passive income. If your passive income is between 50,000 to 1 lakh, your passive income, it could be whatever, right? Rentals, etc., or FDs, mutual funds, etc. Type O in the chat box. And if your passive income is greater than 1 lakh, type G in the chat box. Yes. So that is very, very important that you have actually a passive income. Why? You might fall sick. You can, something can happen, God forbid, right? So your passive income should be able to do this and take away all the expenses. How many of you agree with me on that? 100% type 1 in the chat box. 1 for agreeing, 100% on that. Okay. I'm not trying to scare you, that is real. Okay. Because agents are taking many, many jobs away. One is to shield your job, which is good, but one is also to have. Okay. So we believe, how many of you would like a simple technique, at least to start off with 50K a month? Type 1 in the chat box right now. Okay. So imagine what you can do with 50K a month on complete autopilot. You don't have to spend the 40-hour weeks or 60-hour weeks, and what your family can do for 50K, and what fulfillment can you get genuinely by impacting people, teaching any subject. It could be, AI, stock market. It could be weight loss, cooking, anything. We have a lot of people teaching and building small communities. I believe live is going to be the best. So digital coaching is the best. It gives you freedom. It gives you joy. It gives you impact. It's easy. The way I am doing it, right? It is fast, and we did it. Many of us did it. So you can do it. And it is always going to be evergreen, right? Perfect. Yes. So there are so many topics: AI for retail, AI for digital marketing, AI for healthcare, weight, so many other. And non-technical people are doing really, really well. Okay. So we have done this. Now, here is how beginners are able to earn money in our community: 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, even 50,000, even 40,000, right? Just using one small trick. How many of you want to know that? Type C in the chat box if you want to know that. Beginners, absolute beginners, on complete autopilot. Otherwise, instead of working for a bad boss, instead of working for somebody where the project is not good, it's more importantly, it's all work from home. How many of you would like this? So what is this? Type in the chat box what this is. No, type in the chat box what is this image, guys. Yes, it's a con. Okay. So what is this con? Simple. The con framework is create a free class, open registrations, run your webinars, and nurture and sell. That's it. Perfect. So the con framework is going to help you actually, just like this, how I have gotten in front of all you guys, right? You can even set up people and get it. Okay. So now, can I ask you a simple question? You purchase groceries, right? And pay immediately, not after 30 days, but you work for 30 days and get paid for your work. Are you not losing out on the interest? Yes or no? Type in the chat box why or no. Yes, you're losing out on the interest. Now, is there a way you can collect income first and then deliver? That way you can keep the interest and grow faster. Any ideas that come to your mind? Yes or no? What are the ideas? Option A, working at a company. Option B, teaching, collecting tuition from students and then starting a batch later. A or B, which one is the right answer? B is the right answer. Correct. When you collect, you can also actually take a lot of the, right? So there's a simple methodology, and I can show you the exact framework beginners are using right now for a side income. You just 15 minutes a day. How many of you would like to know this? Type 1 in the chat box. Okay, perfect. So what is this? Type in the chat box what this is. This is a pizza. Very simple and easy. So the pizza framework: pick your weekly webinar date, invite people with on your Zoom call, and then zero wait, collect and get your payment on the same day. And then you can start the batch a little later. That's pretty much it. And whatever you get profit, add it back to the week's ads itself. That's pretty much it. So simple, working from home, you can do all of this. So type W in the chat box if you want to, in this AI economy, you want to build something first and scale. Yes, perfect. Awesome. So now let's go on with, so okay, how many of you agree that there is so much more to learn right now, right? Type L in the chat box, type IIT in the chat box, that there's so much more to learn right now. And there's, I know many of you filled the application form. So type IIT if you want to be absolutely ready to get into that. Yes? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I can't call out everybody's names, but select few people. Amita, Harshni, Jyoti, Krishna, Loknath, Mohammed, Munir, Purnima, Sudhir, Supraja, Suresh, Vivek. Perfect. Type IIT in the chat box if you're absolutely ready. Okay. So now you have a choice. Either you can do it alone yourself. There's so much more. You will be wasting time, uncertain results, 2 years or more. Or you can do it with us, a proven community, mentoring, guaranteed results, 3 to 6 months fast. So here is the vision. And I want to invite you to the okay, I want you to invite to the 3-day AI bootcamp from India's #1 institute, which is IIT-Madras, which is NIRF ranked 1, right? And it started in 1960s and an institute of national eminence. It is above IIT Delhi, above IIT Bombay, above IIT Mandi, Kanpur, etc. Right? And it has been NIRF ranked 1 for 7 years, actually not 5 years. It has very, very high brand recall. So type R in the chat box if you're in agreement with me that it has very, very high brand. Perfect. Type P in the chat box. It is premium in the certification. Perfect. And type IIT in the chat box if you believe it is the best certificate right now for career switching and whatever it is in the right. Now, let's take 60 seconds and tell me what are the 2 things you would just in less than 10 words or 5 words, in a minute or 2, tell me how will it help you to get an IIT M Pravatak certificate for your resume. Just take 60 seconds or 1 minute timer. Yes, somebody saying good knowledge on building agents, good on resume, enhancement skill set, more offers, more hike, more AI knowledge. Perfect. Very good. Just take about 1 more minute. Income will increase, AI knowledge. Perfect. Very good. All right, guys. Perfect. Let's take more responses. I'm getting a lot of responses. Somebody's saying upskilling. Somebody's saying a premium certification. Okay, cool. Perfect. So AI knowledge. Okay. Okay. Any resume. Okay. So now I invite you to the world's best, arguably India's best ranked one. We did the 60-second visualization in terms of the IITM premium certification. Imagine being able to recover some of the lost growth and get your desired salary, settle in a Fortune 500, maybe even come abroad, have a community of like-minded tech, reclaim your self-esteem, right? Pay all your debts and buy your dream car, and you'll be doing the implementation. How many of you want to build that voice agent that I have shown you? How many of you want to build live? Now that I have shown you, I will make you build it. And how many of you want to write the agents and build it out? This was step one was the blueprint. Step two is going to be for you to do it. Type IIT in the chat box if you want to genuinely do it. Right? Stay relevant and skyrocket in the $1 million industries. And now many of you have filled the form, so that's good. Now here I'm going to give you an amazing offer for you to come here and join the party. So you'll have to make a decision and come in. And what qualifies you to come into our pixletests 3-day bootcamp? Pixletests and IITM Pravartak 3-day bootcamp, right? Is it one, are you having a lot of rich experience? Two, are you very passionate and you're aligned with our values? And three, are you smart or in working? And or four, are you very, very hardworking? Type in the chat box what you do. Yes, type in the chat box what you'd like, guys. Somebody's saying four. Perfect. Okay. Worthy. Okay. Smart. Passionate. Okay. Good. Okay. So we are very, very proud and delighted to invite you to our first and the best, world's first most, or India's first most and best 3-day bootcamp program, right? And I've already given you the QR. So how many of you have filled the form? Type F in the chat box. How many of you want to fill the form one last time? Type 4 and I will share with you the full scanner code. Okay, many of you have filled it. Anybody who has not filled it and who wants to fill the form right now, one last time, my team has told me that you can give the opportunity. Type 4 in the chat box for 4. In 4 seconds, I'll give you the QR code. I think Mohammed, you have filled it, right? Jyoti, you have filled it? Okay. So take a moment. One last time, I'm going to be giving you the form. Scan the QR code and fill the scholarship form right now so that you can get in right away. Okay? And type done once you're done filling the form. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing it. Yeah, if you've done filling the form, that's fine. Just keep your credit card ready with 30,000. If you have not finished it, finish the form and type IIT in the chat box. Yeah. If you have finished it, type done in the chat, type IIT in the chat box. If you did it yesterday, no problem. Sudhir, did you finish filling the form? Can't call out everybody's names, but select few people. Amita, Gunashekharan, Harshni, Jyoti, Loknath, Krishna, Munir, Purnima, Sudhir, Supraja, Suresh, Venkata, Vivek. If you finished it, type IIT in the chat box. Those who filled it yesterday, no need to fill it again. Okay, thanks. Good. You have 5 minutes, last 5 minutes, and then you can prepare, keep a credit card ready for 30,000 or so that you can come into the 3-day bootcamp, the implementation bootcamp. Okay, cool. So let's go on. Let's go on to the next step. Perfect. Everybody's filled the form. All the slots are done for the form. Okay, now you have to make a decision. You will be making a decision. Decide carefully and come in. I'm going to be giving you an amazing, amazing offer, which a lot of people have done and taken and gone successfully. And I'm very, very proud and excited to present the 3-day bootcamp for IIT-Madras, IIT M Pravartak, right? Which is going to be an online bootcamp, right? And there's a reason why we're here. Okay. All right. Perfect. Let's get it. Okay, so here is the full program details on the 3-day bootcamp. And I'm very, very, very excited. Type IIT in the chat box because this is very, very structured and you're going to be actually doing the implementation of this. Okay, so the 3-day bootcamp structure is the dates of the bootcamp are going to be 3rd, 4th, and 5th of July, 7:15 to 9:15. So it'll allocate for so you can say up to 10:15 also. Okay, so 7:15 to 10:15 every day, 3 days of live hands-on implementation. So we'll be looking at day one, we'll be looking at mindset for and success foundation and AI agentic for non-technical people using Cloud Code and N8N, which we have done, plus voice agents, plus vibe coding. So, and day 2 and day 3 will be on how to build your digital communities, how to rapidly get to 50,000 a month and a new identity, fast and passive income. Plus, you have a lot more bonuses. I'm going to be teaching you about MCP servers. I'm going to be teaching you about Lovable a lot. And we are also going to be covering LangChain's graph LLMs as well, so that you get a success. And how do you get your resume so that your resume and your coaching also becomes to the next level? Plus, how many of you want more bonuses? Type B in the chat box. Okay. Now, this is not an investment. This is, of course, an investment, but 5% of all our cause and mission is to, with one nonprofit called LV Prasad Institute, to support the blind. So type 5 in the chat box if you're okay with giving this back to the charity. And we've been doing this. Okay. So the ticket cost, I'm going to be telling you. So you're going to be getting the value of the entire program. Normally, we charge about 50,000 or 5 lakh or so. But now it's a one-to-many format. I'm going to be giving you an offer, no-brainer scholarship and offer. Okay. So once again, what are we getting? I'll be giving you the links, right? Okay. So you get the 3-day bootcamp, which is there on 3rd, 4th, and 5th, right? Plus you get bonus self-serve support system, right? Plus you're going to be getting access to our, once you finish the transaction and come in, you also get a bonus of weekly live Q&As from now to then. For about 90 days, you can have all of our weekly live Q&As. Plus, the value of that is 3 lakhs. Plus, in case you have a customized counseling, if you need, how many of you want a clarity or a counseling? Type C in the chat box. Normally, people have paid me for corporate training, etc., 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs as well. And my per hour cost goes to 25,000. But I'm going to include that in a one-to-many format or group coaching. And one lucky member will get a free clarity call from me as well for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes on a Zoom format like this. Keep your resume ready. Where do you want to go, etc. How many of you would like to get mentorship from me? And one thing is, I've done agents for a long, long time. In terms of tech, last 10 years, I've seen this. So I know how people think, what is the roadmap, etc. Right? Yeah. Awesome. So the value of the entire bundle right now is going to be this. So you get the A to Z the ticket for the 3-day bootcamp, plus placement self-service system, plus weekly live Q&A, plus customized counseling and hot seat, plus our world-class learning agentic app where you're seeing you can connect with others, all the success stories, become recession-proof. All of this is there, right? So that is your mystery bonus. Plus all the members who are right now there, we have about in the community, you can chat with them. Chat is going to get unlocked. The leaderboard is going to get completely unlocked for you, right? So all of this is the bundle. Plus you also get on the app AI support that we have, right? So the value of this entire program is for the so you get the 3-day live bootcamp, which is happening on 3rd, 4th, 5th. In case your dates are not booked, after that, we have it only a much more after a month later, the next bootcamp batch, the implementation bootcamp. Okay. So this is, and how many of you want to know the final most priceless piece? Type P in the chat box. Type P, the final most priceless piece. If you want to know, type P or type IIT in the chat box. Okay. You also get an attendance completion certificate for the bootcamp, the 3-day bootcamp, which will be valid for 1 year. I repeat, the 3-day, and this itself is very priceless. You can mention it on your resume. You can mention it on your LinkedIn. It's a digital certificate that you'll get, provided you attend all of the sessions and you properly do. Right? How many of you are okay with getting that IITM certification for the 3 into 3, 9 hours of training that you will be doing, which is intensive training and a sprint? Type IIT in the chat box if you would like that. This is for the bootcamp. Ignore the name, bottom name in terms of this. It's going to come as 3-day bootcamp. Okay, completed AI agents 3-day bootcamp plus with the digital communities. Okay, this itself is very priceless now, and it's valid for 1 year. So okay, so you get all of this bundle, so you don't have to invest, a lot of money right now. The no-brainer final scholarship offer for you is going to come down to you don't have to invest 60,000. The retail price of this is 60,000. People have invested, and when we do offline centers and offline training, we have charged this. But the final no-brainer offer, if you use the coupon code is already applied, is, and how many of you agree with me that getting a premium certification, and this is an absolute steal even for this, type G in the chat box. Type G if this is an absolute no-brainer offer for you on your certificate. Wherever you are, a premium certification coming, and you can apply anywhere, right? The final no-brainer offer that we have for you is a one-time lifetime fees of 14,999 plus tax. So which comes down to 17,699 for the 3-day bootcamp on those dates. So, and this offer is going to be there only for 15 minutes. I'm going to be keeping a timer. Yes. Yeah, the bootcamp validity is only for 1 year because the syllabus keeps changing. Syllabus keeps changing. At that time, you can, right? The final investment to the bootcamp 3-day program is 17,699. So it's a very nominal fees. If you actually, so I'll also give you the link here. Somebody's asking the link. So before you make the payment, I'm not dropping the link before, or I'm not going to be showing you the QR code unless. Before you make, how many of you want to listen to the mission? Type M in the chat box if you want to listen to the mission. Only those who are serious about the mission, I'll tell you. Type M if you want to listen to the mission. So my father came from a small village in Chittigudur, which is in interior Andhra Pradesh. And he was one of the only 6-7 siblings, one of them who came out of the village and who studied. His mentor was his own brother and who received the benefit of that education. And eventually he went to Roorkee Engineering College and did well for himself. And me and my brother are the best benefactors of that. But many people in that village have not come out and they've not been able to escape, their circumstances. So we believe, or at least I believe, our life changed when my father or when his brother took that bet on him and loaned a farm, etc., for his education. And the mission is genuinely to help people in rural India or across the world, both with AI agents, upskill them in AI, and in the process, Also, via your teaching, via your jobs, help them out, right? So if you're aligned with that mission, only then come. I want to be the community of highest givers. Every Wednesday, we also do charity. Type IIT and then come in. Otherwise, this is not a good place for you. I'm telling you, you can go to other coaches. Many, many institutes are there, right? So type IIT in the chat box if you're ready to come to the 3-day bootcamp on those dates. In case that date doesn't work, you can attend the next batch. At that time, the price will be 60,000. Okay, and type woohoo once you're done with paying the link. You can even scan the QR code, guys. Okay, so now in terms of EMI, many people are asking about EMI. It's super easy and no-brainer. Okay, so when you go here, you'll get a link like this: IITM Pravartak 3-day AI Agent Bootcamp. The dates I've already told you. You get 1769. Write your full name. Assume your name is Jayan. Write it like this. Then email will be j@pixletests.com. Let's assume that is it. And you write your name. Then you go to pay 17,699. So here you will get multiple EMI options, right? And when you say credit card or EMI, you'll get it at 622 a month. So I believe 622 a month is less than the cost of your pizza. If you have invested in a pizza with a family of 4, or gone out for dinner, or even ordered on Zomato or Swiggy or Uber, then this is a no-brainer for investing into yourself, right? So type done once you're finished with the payment. I only will take 21 seats because the batch is very, very intimate. It's closed, it's good, and it's on Zoom. It's going to be in the evening. It's a comfortable time, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Type done once you're done with the payment, and I will personally call out your names. So here is the link for the 3-day bootcamp. Proceed to the payment, finish it fast so that I can personally call out and welcome you right now. Yes. Oh my God, we have super fast people. Yes. Hemant Babu, we have received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Thank you so much. DG Vivek Bro, we've received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Write your proper name. Don't write like bro and all that, because that's not the name the certification will want. Hemant Babu, we've received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Ramesh Vardhan, we received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Thank you so much. Scanner code, somebody's asking. So it's the same scanner code. Oh, I have not kept that. Yes. So here is a scanner. Scanner will also take you to that same link. And Trividya Kondu, we've received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Thank you so much. Kedar, we have received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Thank you so much. Yes, 3-day bootcamp. So it will be 3 hours live. Make sure. And I'm also going to be giving you a 30 to 40 page PDF that I'm building right now. You'll get the PDF. Come prepared with the PDF. Take a printout. How many of you are okay with taking a printout of the PDF? How many of you want to see the PDF? Type P in the chat box if you want to see the PDF. Okay. So once you finish the payment, you'll immediately get access to the recorded courses. But I also show you the PDF. Okay. So I'm building a workbook for you. So I'll take the PDF and come in. So the PDF will look like this: the AI agents and the passive income group. Okay. Take a printout of this and write your name, age, mobile number. Come prepared with this. How many of you agree? At least taking a printout of a 42 or 50 page, and I'm making it 100 pages. Okay. Properly, systematically, if you can do that, itself will give you the roadmap and clarity. Right? Proper PDF I'm making with all my learnings, all your tipping points, etc., so that you can come properly prepared for this. Right? I'm constructing this, and then you'll be getting this immediately as soon as you. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So fast train AI, I know a lot of you have doubts, apprehensions, etc., but I'm here to serve you and support you. How many of you are okay if I serve you and support you for as long as possible, answering your doubts, answering your questions, both for getting the job, securing the job, and building your passive income and skyrocketing? Yes. We will get the recordings of the bootcamp. Yes, not this one, but that you'll also be getting the recordings of the bootcamp. Correct. Yes. And yeah, 15 minutes and 15 slots left. Once again, our values are tech first, spirituality, family, and misfits. Yes, PDF link you will be getting as soon as you finish the payment. You'll be getting the PDF link, which is a 42 page, but I'm making 100 pages of that so that you come properly prepared on that day. Perfect. Hall of Fame. So we have Pradeep Jilagam, Varun Subramaniam. All of these have gone through the bootcamps and have done it really, really well. No, that's not the case, Vivek. That's not the case. No. All right. So once again, fill your best name, email, and phone number, and complete the transaction and come in right now. And I'll go. Woohoo! Chilkuri Chandana Chandrahasa. We receive a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Yes. Khanna Vinay, we receive a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. You're not going to get a premium certification in that for lifetime and all of this, right? Because AI is changing super fast. What will you do with lifetime that? Right? The EMI starts at 632 rupees. Can't call out everybody's names, but select few people. Rahul Yadikar, we've received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Yes. Supraja, Suresh, Venkat Hanuman, Arshni. Yeah. So let's look at a few more testimonials. The hot seat discussion was engaging. This is Vinita Venugopal very, very recently. Yes. How many of you know her? Type 1 in the chat box if you know who this person is. Type 1 in the chat box if you know who this person is. Her name is Arunima Sinha. She's a national volleyball player. Indian jersey, proud girl, middle class, just like you and me. One complete normal day, a train robbery, nothing special, nothing unusual. Two robbers. She didn't give up her chain. She fought and on opposite tracks. So the thieves had robbed her and threw her on the opposite tracks. Think about that. And after both her legs were gone, the villagers found her, carried her, and she was losing blood very, very fast. Right? And at that time, what happened? The doctor said, we must remove your legs right now or you won't make it. Doctors walked back in 10 minutes later and they also said, we have no anesthesia. She had 1 second to decide. Her answer was, do it anyway. Right? So after she got prosthetic legs, she climbed Mount Everest. And after that, she was the first female amputee to summit Mount Everest. 1 split second decision. 1 second. Changes everything. Right now you are on that train. AI is moving super fast. You can either ignore it or you can decide it's 17,699. After this, the price is going to be for 60,000 for the 3-day bootcamp. Right? And the live sessions that we are having also start immediately. This price is going to increase after 15 minutes to 60,000. So proceed to the payment now and post on the WhatsApp group the transaction. Right? And for those of you who have finished the payment, here is the live. Can I have a quick live onboarding? Type L in the chat box if you're ready. Okay. So as soon as you finish, you are going to get the guys. This is only for people who have finished payment. Okay. As soon as you finish, you're going to on the back end. Let me see this. Yes, Kopu 821. We've received a payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Thank you so much. Can I request Kopu 8 Venkat Hanuman to come in? Yes, let's get you on and let's promote to panelist and listen to your success. Kopu Venkat Hanuman. I've made you a panelist. On the right side bottom, you can see that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, perfect. Let's get your cameras on, sir.
Just a minute.
No problem. How many of you want to listen to live Venkat Kumar, a testimonial? Type L in the chat box. We'll do the onboarding right away after this. Yes, how are you, sir? Good to
Yes,
see
sir.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, amazing. Good, good. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. What is your background?
Yeah, I am actually right now running my own company. Yeah, we are
Wow.
into AI distribution. Yeah. I worked there before, like it for Tata Consultant Services. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Nice, nice. Very nice. What is your what does your company do?
We are into distribution business, sir. I'm from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
Very nice. Brilliant, brilliant.
yes.
And
Yeah.
why invest in AI right now?
Yeah, because I am also interested in this coaching business. I am also interested in this, this all these AI things. That's why I enrolled.
Very nice. What are you planning to teach?
I am into this, financial classes, like
Yes,
all
yes.
related to the stock market. Yes.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And why invest in AI right now and not later?
Because right now it's in the booming, right? Because it's already started.
Yes, yes,
The heat has already built up.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing, brilliant,
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah.
And what are the two things you liked about me or these few days that you immediately jumped on completing the
Yeah,
transaction?
because right now we got a lot of clarity on this because like I've attended so many sessions with other people, but I never got any clarity and all. But you are like, right now it's a lot of clarity is there in your teaching. That's the
Yes.
reason why I enrolled.
Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Awesome.
Yeah.
And how many years you've been doing your business in Vizag?
I'm there in this business. I'm there for last 10 years. Yeah.
10 years.
Before I worked
Okay.
for 10
Okay. Good.
years.
Good. Amazing. Brilliant. Awesome. Thank you so much. And looking forward to serving you and supporting you. Amazing. Thank you. And what is the one word of inspiration you want to tell for people
Thank you, sir. Thank
on the fence to jump in right now?
you. Yeah, because like right now it's the AMA is booming. All the because it's high time we have to get into this AI
Yeah.
bandwagon.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yes,
Perfect. Okay. Awesome.
because
Yeah. No, sorry. Tell me, sir.
yeah, because like right now it's all the industries are shifting from traditional way to the AI way of doing things. Therefore, I
Perfect.
think we have to learn these tools and all, to
Perfect.
catch up.
Brilliant. Yes, yes. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Looking forward to serving and supporting you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome. So that was Mr. Venkata Hanuman joining from Vizag, business owner, but he wants to learn AI and get the IITM certification, and he wants, I guess, the to do the teaching, which I'm super excited about. So how many of you are genuinely inspired? So you'll get amazing community members like that. You won't go wrong. So jump in, finish the transaction. I will not unlock the mystery bonuses. Or if you have any questions, you can even write about any questions that you have in the chat box right now before you jump in. Yes. So And you won't go wrong with this. You won't go wrong with this, absolutely. So type 1 in the, yes. Once again, somebody's asking me the payment link. So here is the payment link for you. Yes. So 17,699 EMI. So what are we covering? So day 1, we are going to be covering, once again, take a snapshot of this. I won't repeat the snapshot or the syllabus once again. Let me go back. Okay. So day 1, we're going to be covering the mindset for foundation for success, so that lifelong you guys can get both stability on your job and becoming the coaching. So even if you don't have a job, if you're like a business, no problem. You'll get learn all the AI agents and the tools. Okay. Now, and day 1 itself, using the classes are only on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So no, the bootcamp is on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th July are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm writing it here, right? Take a snapshot of this. So, okay. And how many of you want an additional bonus? Type G in the chat box. Type G in the chat box if you want an additional mind-blowing bonus. It's a simple bonus for all of you guys. Okay. For all those who enroll now, it's a simple bonus. I want everybody. Okay. Can you guys look at me? I want one final thing. But type G in the chat box. Yes. For all those who enroll, right now, I'm giving a unconditional, no questions asked guarantee. Guarantee. Okay. If you attend the bootcamp, if you attend the 3-day bootcamp, if you've attended the bootcamp and you are not able to build your AI agent, and in your digital coaching, if you don't have the path to getting the 50,000 a month on complete autopilot in work from home, you will get all of that back, no questions asked. Is that okay for you? A guarantee plus whoever you bring, okay, whoever you bring on the side with that, I'm going to be giving you a 50% off for that day if you bring. So you can bring up to 2 people more, right? And their tickets are going to be 50% off for your coaching, for your business partner, sorry, for your spouse, or for your boss, anybody, your friend. Okay, 50% off. Type G if that was a no-brainer offer for you. And all of them also get the IIT Pravatak certification. Is that okay for you? Type G if that is okay for you. Okay. So day 1, we will cover. I'm going to write this down here. Give me 1 second. My laptop will become very slow. For some reason, my laptop is very slow. Okay. Okay. So mark those dates, calendar. How many of you agree having a structured, proper date in ahead, like in advance, is the right way to do it? So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you are going to have we are going to have the bootcamps at 7:15 p.m. EDT to the 10:50 p.m. EDT. Okay. Next, day 1 is going to be about a diagnosis check and complete mindset on your AI tools, etc. Day 2, you're going to be shifting your identity in terms of the AI agents, etc. And day 3 will be the next steps and the roadmap. Okay. Broadly, these are going to be the themes for the 3 days: the principles, values, and this one. And I've given you the exact syllabus so that you become actually very, very proficient and good. So here we go with the syllabus, which is mindset for foundation for success, AI agentic for non-technical people, especially if you're non-technical. Plus, how do you growth guarantee at least 2xing your salary? So type 2 in the chat box if you're okay with that. Plus, we're going to be doing vibe coding. Plus, we'll build 3 workflows, and you're going to be doing the foundation of your digital communities. plus a new identity using the pizza method, which I've shown, and a fast income, right? In addition to this, you also get the live batches that are going on right now, plus all of the recordings. So Mondays and Wednesdays, straight away, you can actually get into this. Satvik Jonala, we've received your payment. Looking forward to serving you and supporting you. Thank you so much. Anil Yanduri, we've received your payment. Looking forward to serving you and supporting you. Thank you so much. Sudhir, we have received your payment. Looking forward to serving you and supporting you. Thank you so much. Venu sir, we have received your payment. Looking forward to serving you and supporting you. Yes. Can't call out everybody's names, but somebody, yeah. So decide wisely, decide and come in soon. And how much time are you going to be spending in the smaller salaries? So we have complete clarity here on this. Okay. Type P once you've taken a snapshot of this photo. Okay. So we were here. Let's talk about this. I'm a beginner. This is for beginners only. Absolutely beginners. Let's get on a few questions as well. Supraja, proceed to transaction, scan the QR code and come in. Suresh, Vivek, overthinking a lot. Yes. How many of you want to know the reasons why people are doing it in our community? For your family or duty. I want to do something big for my father or mother before they go. Unfulfilled parent dreams, they sacrifice so much for me. If you want to prove oneself to the others. And let's now look at a few real, genuine testimonials who have finished it. Type T in the chat box if you would like to do that. Yogini, and we have Aishwarya Murli coming up.
Yeah, so I will just share a little bit about my background.
When I had the first class, it was with you only, and it was in the evening. So at that time also, I got to know a lot of new things about the community, like how do we set up, how do we do a lot of things over here. And so I just liked a lot of things about the classes as well, like the online classes and the self-paced learning that I can do. So it roughly took me about like since I joined in the starting and I just ended at the starting of this year only. So I just got the certification that time, and I actually really liked it, and especially the fourth one, which was the IITM. And over there I learned a lot of things, and in each and every module by the Professor Pandurangan sir and by Satya sir, they taught a lot of new things, and they just teach in a very good way.
All right, guys. Dan Rasamsetti here from pixletests, and I have a very, very special guest, one of my first students. Let me invite Samiksha Garg.
Thank you, Jay, for the introduction. Thank you so much.
What was your achievement? How do you do it?
So I have been placed in one of my dream companies, Microsoft. So I'm placed at like as an SDE role in Microsoft.
Next level.
I would like to add this, that if I can, so you people can.
What was your goal card?
And till date, I maintained this goal card.
What was the number Samiksha wrote on that goal card?
I think I wrote it like 1 lakh per month. So basically 12 lakhs. And Microsoft came with a CTC of 51 lakhs.
So I'm going to unmute everybody. 3, 2,
One, let's go, guys.
How are you? Thank you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you guys.
We need a party also.
Sure.
Let's get our beloved Ravinder Gadak. And I also want to know what is the new hustle that you have done pertaining to at pixletests. Can you talk about? All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, these are some of our really, this is a really, really good testimonial. One of my best students. And actually, all right, guys. Dan Rasamsetti here from pixletests, and I have a.
So I have been placed in one of my dream companies, Microsoft. So I'm placed at as an SDE role in.
pixletests has got some of it being built in. There's a sweet spot of learn your stuff, make sure you understand the basics, and then apply it as quickly as you can. That was the reason of my choosing pixletests. I have seen Udacity, I have seen Coursera, I have seen Stanford, I have seen many of such. You are definitely aware of this, right? And one of the things that they do. I am a very applied science person. Okay, so I'll come to the context why pixletests, so that you understand where am I going with this. So basically, think of this, right? I've done my physics, which I didn't like at that point of time when I was doing my physics. I used to love math, but every time I used to do math, I used to always think how I'm going to apply it, not just the knowledge. Of course, linear algebra will be helpful, matrix algebra is going to be helpful, statistics is going to be helpful, modeling is going to, I understand that, but how quickly can I make it into an application, apply those concepts, right? I feel pixletests has got some of it being built in. There's a sweet spot of learn your stuff, make sure you understand the basics, and then apply it as quickly as you can. That was the reason of my choosing pixletests.
Okay, so I'm hoping for data scientist job, designing my own algorithms, and if I thought about a salary, then anything but above 12 LPA is great. At present, I'm preparing for my interview.
20 lakhs per annum is fine with me. I wanted to become a person who will be able to lead the teams of who has been the teams which are working on AML as well as data science related projects. I feel there is ample scope and requirement for the professionals in this area. I can feel the future is going to be completely with AML and later AR, VR, the augmented reality and virtual reality. Every industry, every one has to work with these technologies. There is no other way. Or in a week about 5-6 hours. What I liked more is like the way Jayant has planned the course. He has not only just focusing on the subject, just jumping into the subject. He has been focusing on the overall development, personality development of the people, and making the people understand what are the capabilities, what are the traits, what is to be expecting, and the goal setting, and expect less, and giving back to the society. All those things are really very, very impressive.
All right, guys. Dan Rasamsetti here from pixletests, and I have a very, very special guest. One of my first. Awesome. So cool. So those are some of our really cool, and I'm super happy and passionate that we have served them. Yes, with amazing results. Now, number one reason is I want to do something big for my father or mother before they go. Unfulfilled parent dreams. If you're here, then that means there's destiny that you're looking at this. Join the bootcamp, and if right, because it's going to be world class, right? And I want to do something big for my father or mother before they go.
Unfulfilled parent dreams, they sacrifice so much for me if you want to prove yourself to others. I was meant for more. What happened to me? A slow, quiet death, under-earning, stuck jobs, forgotten childhood. So proceed to the transaction and come in right now. Sandeep Kalra, we have received your payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Vijay Lakshmi, we have received your payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Anil Ram Praveen, we have received your payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Supraja, proceed to the transaction. Supraja, are you there? You don't have to, this one, we can have a casual conversation. Suresh, Vivek, yes. You can even ask me a question or tell me what is your background? Okay, one more thing, mystery bonus has expired and fast action bonuses are about to expire. How many of you would like one final small break? I know many of you might have some financial issues, etc. Type E if you need a small EMI offer on this from our end. Type E if you need a small EMI offer on our end. And only if you're serious, passionate, then you can get it done. Which is going to be an absolute no-brainer offer. Guys, how many of you want an EMI offer? Type E in the chat box. You like the course, you like the structure, and you want this, but you want a small EMI offer. But only if you're serious, I'll give it to you for one time. Only if you're serious, I'll give it to you this one time. Okay? If you want a small EMI offer, what you can do is, okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be giving you this link. If I give it to you this one time, will you accept it? Type E in the chat box if you'll accept it. I have never done this, and I'm not going to do this again. But this one time, yeah, will you accept it? Don't give me any more excuses. Yes? Okay, so now in terms of the EMI offer, before I get to the EMI offer, what is this? Okay, what I can do for you is, okay, number one, are you if you have no time, how many of you are in this boat? You have no time. You like the course, you like the offer that's there, but you have no time to do it. How many of you are in that space? Type 1 in the chat box if this is something that is an issue. If you have no time, you have to make time for that on those days. Number 2, you have no money. How many of you are genuinely saying this right now? Type 2 in the chat box. No money means less money. Or type 2 if this is a constraint. Type 3 if you are if you're a quitter. I've been a quitter too before. Many programs I do, but I don't finish. Or type 4 if this is a syllabus that you actually are not fully aligned with. I'm telling you, the syllabus is actually IIT vetted, so it's actually world class. Which of these is the thing where you are? Type in the chat box. Kishore, we've received your payment. Looking forward to serving and supporting you. Thank you so much. Okay, so this syllabus is vetted and world class because it covers both AI agents and it covers the side income, which is the side of the passive income. So type AI in the chat box and both of them are going to be given to you in terms of the IITM. I'm confused, Mohammed. You said that you wanted the EMI and this. Okay, so one stone, you get two birds, both sort. So type 4 in the type E in the chat box if you want the no-brainer EMI offer. And I'm going to be giving it because I've never given this to anybody ever before. Okay, so what you can do is, for those of you who want the EMI offer, I'm going to be giving you this small link. Okay. This one time, what I'll be doing to you is, okay, so I'm going to be giving you a link to deposit 3588, which is the final I can do for you. And the balance you can take up to that time to clear the balance. Okay, I don't know how much is the balance at that time. 17,699 minus 3,588, which comes to 14,11. Okay, this is the final offer I can give, and here is the link. Finish, go ahead and finish the deposit. The link will look like this. So write your name, write your best phone number, write your email, click special offer, and then go ahead on Razorpay and buy it. Okay, so place order, and then you'll get the link for the 3588. That's it. So pay the deposit right now, start off the recorded sessions and all of the on-demand sessions, get the AI today itself. Okay, and you can go ahead and this. So the final EMI offer I'm going to give it to you right here. Here you go. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's now go. The EMI offer is only going to be there for 2 to 3 people. So deposit the 3,588 right now, and then the balance you can pay within these 2 weeks. And you can aggregate time for that. Right? Suganti, we've received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Sridharan, we have received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Tarun, we have received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Ananda Reddy, we have received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Kishore, we have received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Arun Gautam, we have received a payment, looking forward to serving and supporting you. Niti Dwivedi, we have received a payment, looking forward to serving on. So the balance, this is the EMI payment. Okay, cool. So now let's take up any question and answers that you have. So enrollments are going to be done for this. Let's take any questions and answers that you have up till now. So I'm going to be filling a small form. And or we can do a few exercises. Okay. So many of you have done this. Let's do this question and answers. Now test. Build a job posting agent. Build the full flow by dragging 3 nodes in the correct order. Drag 1. Job form, AI brain, post to LinkedIn, email, loop, or data store. Which one is the right answer? Type in the chat box which is the right answer. Which one is the right answer, guys? Job form, AI brain, post to LinkedIn, email. Okay, we are almost out of time. So I'm going to be completing this. All enrollments are full. How many of you want the free resource that I have promised to you? Type F in the chat box if you want the free resource. Okay, so here is the free resource. Go ahead and yes. One more thing, Hussein, waiting for you. You said you wanted the EMI, right? I've given that to you. Hurry up. Yes, Hussein. Last 2 spots for the EMI offer. Yes. All right. With that, we come to the end of the session. Thank you so much. No, Vivek, we don't share that. All right. With that, we come to the end of the session. Thank you so much. Even if you have not enrolled, next time you can come and enroll. No problem. But the price will increase. But take the link here and subscribe to the YouTube channel for all the updates.